Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Born to Rise Table Talks. Our aim is to raise our consciousness through inspirational women's stories, use creativity and mindfulness to expand our awareness, and create community to empower us to move forward in a positive way. My guest today is a wonderful young woman named Anya, and I cannot wait to hear her perspective on life. Hi, Anya.
Hi.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am 10 years old and I like to do tennis and I love to swim and play piano.
Play piano. Wow, that's pretty good. How long have you been playing piano?
4 years, and then just recently this year I started playing viola.
Viola? Wow. Where do your musical inspirations come from? Like what made you want to play an instrument?
Well, my cousins were really good at piano and I wanted to try that so their uncle started coaching me and then I started taking real lessons and then my best friend started playing viola, so I gave it a try and I'm actually good at it.
Wow, so it sounds like you get inspired by other people sometimes.
Mhm.
That's nice. Tell me about your living situation. Who do you live with and who's part of your family and stuff like that?
Well, I live with my mom and her stepmom, and when I was first born, my mom lived with Lisa, my adoptive parent, and then they started getting into fights, so we moved to my grandmother's house, and then I started going over there to Lisa's as like visits, and then Mom met my stepmom, Dee, and we moved here.
So your mom and stepmom are together with you now.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And do you know who your father is?
No, I don't even know his name.
Well, that's okay. You sound like you're loved by two wonderful people.
Mhm.
What's it like to live with two moms?
It's amazing.
Yeah, what's amazing about it?
It's it's even better than having a dad because a dad, like, two moms is basically like two people that gave birth to you, but like better than a dad.
That's wonderful. What do you think makes it better? Like, what do they do that's just so juicy and good?
They just are awesome.
That's great. And if you ever have a problem, do you feel like you can talk to them?
Mhm.
Yeah? And what do you most have problems with?
Definitely my other house.
Your other house?
Mhm.
Yeah? What kind of problems do you have at your other house?
A lot of them. Like, she just, I don't really know that she knows she's lying. She says things and then believes it. Like, it's like sometimes she says things so ridiculous. It'd be like me saying I have a mansion and I live in it with, like every celebrity alive with, like Billie Eilish who has wings and a tail. Like, she just lies on top of every lie that she lies.
And you see right through those lies, don't you?
Yeah, like, it's weird because sometimes she acts like I'm 3, and then the other second she starts, like, hinting that she's swearing, but not, and saying I'm 10, and that I used to sleep over, and now that I should be able to because I'm 10, and I shouldn't want my mommy.
So kind of confusing, it sounds like.
Yeah, like, she says I'm young, and then the very next day, when I say I don't want to sleep over, she says you're 10. You should be able to do that without your mom.
Ah. How does that make you feel?
not good.
Yeah, because you seem like a very mature young lady. Do you feel grown up?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
What do you think grown-ups think about?
How glad they are to be out of school.
I love that. Yes, I'm very glad to be out of school, actually. Do you like school?
Um, I loved school in kindergarten. I had a really nice teacher with my 3 best friends. And first grade was probably like the best year because my teacher was just so awesome. She turned everything into a song. And then second grade was kind of lame. My teacher was like never smiling. She was boring. And then third grade was awesome because my teacher was like, I'm pretty sure I was like her favorite student because she would always say that she was going to take me home and that I could be her child because I looked exactly like her. And this year I had a really awesome teacher. And I'm so lucky to have her because next year she's moving to Florida.
Yeah. So when you first met your first best friend, what do you think it was that attracted you to her, to want to be best friends with her?
We were just, well, like, we both really liked this one girl, and her name was Autumn, and she was like the popular kid, and we both wanted to be her friend. And then she both kind of like dropped us, and then all of a sudden we just were in this group, and on like the third day of school, me and her had a play date, and we just bonded because we were like so different. Like her family speaks Portuguese, and my family speaks sign, so we taught each other some of each.
You speak sign language?
Yeah,
That's really cool. I love that.
my mom's an interpreter, so she taught me since I was a baby.
Oh, so you and your best friend wanted to be with this popular girl, but then the popular girl didn't really want to be friends with you guys, so you two ended up being best friends?
Yes, and then the popular girl got dumped by all her other friends, and we just picked her up even though she dumped us. And then we were all a group, and then she moved away, and then I was kind of alone because my best friend met a different kid who was writing songs, and then we all became a group, and that's how it is now.
Nice. So you brought Autumn into your group after she got kind of dumped by the other popular kids. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
Yeah.
That's very nice of you. What do you think it means to be popular? Why is somebody popular and somebody else not?
Because they're just like, they think they're so perfect, and they're like, everybody come do this. And then some people are just so quiet, and they're not really good at like some things, and then people don't really like them because of that. And somehow people think I'm popular when I don't, because I'm not friends with the popular kids, I'm friends with the unpopular kids.
Well, maybe popular means that you can be friends with everybody.
No, popular means you're bratty.
Oh.
Every popular kid besides my best friend is really bratty and thinks they're all perfect and knows how to do everything. And I'm like, no.
Personally, I love imperfection. I love people who can show me all of their good sides and their messy sides and their sad and happy and joyous and all of it, right? Like they can show up with messy hair or perfect hair or a sloppy outfit or a put together outfit, and I love them no matter what. I prefer that kind of a friend.
Yeah, like right now, somehow I have knots in the back of my hair, but it's shaved.
Did you shave it out?
No, my friend's mom did.
Ah, and is that, I love that. Then you must be one of my best friends because you have a little imperfection. Can we be best friends?
Sure.
Because I like people who are like you, who have all different kinds of things going on and have a lot of interests and are willing to talk about anything. Do you feel like people, like there's certain questions or conversations that maybe happen and you're like, I don't want to talk about that, or that make you feel uncomfortable?
I just totally forgot what you said.
So is there ever been a time when a conversation was happening and you just felt really uncomfortable about it and just didn't want to be a part of it at all? Like maybe your friends were talking about something, or some adults, or any time when you're like, I don't want to be in this conversation, I'm not comfortable. What was the topic that they were saying?
My mother has turned me into a monster.
Ah,
And I locked myself in my room. And then they well, of course, my room door doesn't have a lock, so they just came in and started giving me a lecture about how to not walk away from somebody. And I'm like, why are you doing this to me? You should be giving yourself that lecture.
wow, that's great. Good insight. Is it hard to be in those kinds of conversations? Like, does it help you to walk away and take some space?
Yeah,
And what do you think about when you're alone like that?
I think about my friends because I don't want to think about anything else.
Yeah, so you think about something happy, something good maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how has it been? So we've been in this, weird pandemic, right? And we're all been told to stay home, and we can't go to school, we can't see our friends the same way. How are you dealing with all of that? Like, what kind of things are you doing?
Well, luckily for Christmas, no, luckily for my birthday, I got this really cool Acer Chromebook touch 360-degree turnaround computer. So I've just been like calling my friends on it and doing school. And school is like really, really fun because I finish in like 2.5 hours.
That's cool. And do you feel lonely?
Um, um, I feel like I want to see people. Like the other day, I went to my friend's house to go to the Tiverton Tiger thing, and her mom was like, "Stay 7 feet away,"
Yeah.
and it was like so hot out, and I was like dying of thirst.
So you were outside and they were inside?
No, I was outside, and they were like every separate corner of the backyard.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I know it's very bizarre. Like, I love hugs. I love hugging. I love kind of like bumping up against my friends when we're walking and talking and laughing and all that. And we can't do that right now, can we?
Nope.
Yeah. So, why do you think this is happening? What do you think's going on?
Just something made something made the virus angry. Something killed it. Something killed it one time, and then it got angry and then tried to kill everybody.
Ah, so this virus is mad.
Yeah.
Do you see any good things coming out of this situation?
Um, Homeschool kids don't feel left out.
Oh, that's nice. Because you're one too now, right?
Yeah, everybody is.
Yeah. Anything else good coming out of it?
People who hate school get to be homeschooled and get to do school in their underpants and eat chocolates and something all day.
I love chocolate.
Me too.
Who do you hang out with all day long? Like in real life? Like, I know you have your two moms there. And then you showed me somebody earlier. Show me who you were hanging out with next to you.
Well, I actually got like a whole bed full of them. I got like let me set them up. That way they're not messy. Squirt.
Wow, you're setting them all up?
Yep.
Awesome. Hold one up to the camera because we can't see quite as low as you're setting them up. Oh, who's that?
This is Lambie. I'm just setting them up that way it's not like really messy, and then I'm gonna lower it, the camera.
Okay. So, Anya,
Yes,
do you believe in God
sometimes.
sometimes? What does that mean to you to believe in God?
I don't really know because like sometimes I believe in God, and I think like, what if there is everything people say there is, and then I think, but what if there's not?
What do you want to believe? What do you believe like in your heart to be true about that? If no one ever said like, where we all came from or any of that, what would you think? Where do you think we all came from and all that stuff?
I don't know. That's when I think, that's when I don't believe in God, and then that's when I do also, because my friend doesn't believe in God, and she thinks that people just get reborn out of different people. And then my other friend goes to church like Monday and Sunday. Like she goes to church a lot, and she's like, if you don't believe in God, you can't be my friend. Like she's like,
What do you think about that? If someone
well,
said,
I know she doesn't feel that way. I know that's what her parents think.
oh, okay. So she's still your friend.
Yeah, that's my best friend's opinion.
What would you think about if you came from another person? Like, what kind of person did you come from? If you believe in that.
I think that I probably would have came from not a person, a cat. Because like cats have always just made me feel some way. That is so awesome. Like I recently just got a new cat and kitten, and I have a cat here, and at my other house, we got a cat that's like kind of stray, and then she gave birth to 6 babies. No, 5. And I get to keep one.
That's nice. So you think maybe you were a cat before.
Yeah,
And what would it be like for you to have a whole bunch of kittens?
I would be so happy because I love dogs too. But I think having a cat, because cats just make me, they're just, they're so
Well, you're pretty cute. You're pretty cute too. So if you were a cat before, you certainly are just as lovable now. So maybe some of those cat qualities came with you in your new life, huh?
yeah,
Or we can at least learn from cats, right?
yeah. My 9 lives too. I would, I worked so hard. I used to be a gymnast, but I quit because I just wasn't looking forward to the classes. But I keep trying to do like a backflip and then immediately try and do an aerial. And like that's hurt my whole entire left side so much. But it's like every time I don't land, I just get up and it doesn't hurt. And like I fell so many times, my pants had a hole in them because I landed the same way so many times.
So you're a hard worker.
Oh, my stuffed animal set up.
Oh yeah, please show us. Oh, look at that. You've got a whole community right there for you, right?
And then I also have 2 more. I have a big puffy owl, and right here, forgot to add this guy to my pile. Got me with a lion.
I love him or her.
Him.
So Anya, what do you think your greatest strengths are? What do you think you're really good at, or you feel really good when you're doing it, or or there's something about you that really is your greatest strength?
Making other people feel happy.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a really nice one.
Especially in like games. Like in games, like just because recently we've been locked in, I've been like giving people a lot of extra things, like including my friends. Like I've been giving them legendary things for free.
Legendary?
Legendary is the
Like what? What do you mean? Tell me what that means. Like what kind of legendary things?
there's a game called Adopt Me, and I've been giving them legendary pets. Like the other day, I gave my best friend a golden rat.
As part of the game?
Yep. And I just give people a lot of stuff and good deals.
That's awesome. So is there anything that you're afraid of?
I'm afraid of losing like people I love.
Yeah, that can be very, very hard, can't it? Have you lost someone that you love?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you do when you're sad?
I play with things like, oh my gosh, what the, I don't like that. Oh my gosh, I'm I'm trying to remember the name, so I'm trying to look at everything I have so it will spark my memory. Oh yeah, I play with dolls and like horses.
Oh, I used to have horses like that. I love those kind of horses and stuff.
My cousin gave me this one, a color changing one.
Very nice. I like her mane, pink hair. So when you get sad, you play with your toys and just kind of sit quietly, or do you are you like to be alone, or do you like to be with other people?
I like to be with other people, and I usually like call my friends and ask them what their favorite song is, and then learn by ear what it is on my piano.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing right now. I tried 4 times to play Call Me Maybe, and it's really hard because it's just like, I've got the whole song written down because it's just like repeated notes, but it's like hard to write them down in case I forget.
So great. Well, I have one more question, and then I'll let you go and play or do your schoolwork. But what is your most favorite memory?
Oh,
Like something that maybe you experienced or that you did that you can tell us about.
my favorite memory. My favorite memory is probably, hmm, that's a good question. I have so many good memories. Oh, on my 7th birthday party, I had all of my friends and my family come over, including my friends that I don't have anymore because our parents got into a big fight. But all my friends were over with my stepmom and my mom, and we just had a really good time, and it was with everybody I loved.
That's great. Well, happy belated birthday. It's what, 4 years too late, but well, I hope we can stay friends, Anya, and I really want to thank you for participating today. You're just such a smart, insightful young lady, and you know, you're the next generation, right? And I really thank you for using your voice today and sharing your wisdom and letting us into your life a little bit.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, honey. You have a great day, okay?
You too.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining and for meeting the wonderful Anya. And I'll see you next time for another Table Talk. Bye-bye.